Happy Friday morning, everybody. Herminator back in the house. I'm back in Arnold, Missouri, and boy, more breaking news. NASCAR is the gift that does not stop giving. They just give me, oh, look at that ball right there. That's my ADADDD. Look at there. I saw a ball. All right. Kim is headed to the casino early this morning. She's not addicted. Let's see. Here she goes. Look at her. She over there. What is she doing? Man, we got black. Everything we got. Look here. I got the old black Suburban. There she is. See, I told you. She got the brand new Suburban. Her ass spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten. Headed to the casino at 11. Love you, baby. She waving to me. I got the old 2003 Suburban with 204,000 miles. But I just ordered myself a brand new Toyota Tundra. Blue. It's going to be badass. All right. I'll never forget Filbert Martasi. Filbert, remember the Red Dog Xfinity car or the TIC car? He was acting silly one day. He says, "What kind of man are you if you cannot keep your wife in the mall?" So now, I wish Filbert was alive. I'd say, what the hell's going on with the birds? Hell, we had a bird up there in Wisconsin Dells. They're little baby birds because they was born in my front porch. They had a little nest up there. So now I tell Filbert, I say, Filbert, now the new one is, what kind of man are you if you cannot keep your wife in the casino? Okay. A couple pieces of big news today. Like I said, NASCAR is the gift that just keeps giving. So Adam Stern, he's the guy reporting all the news here lately, and I've always told you about Adam Stern. He's on X. Adam Stern is that guy that everybody calls and feeds information to because he's Adam is quality. He's really good, and everybody likes Adam Stern. So Adam is the one that reports all the NASCAR quality news, not drama. He doesn't report drama, quality news. So yesterday, Adam Stern reported that NASCAR is looking for a firm that can help them. Here we go. Ready? Drum roll. NASCAR is looking for a firm that can connect them with the blue-collar fans. The old people. Herman D. bullshits everything for you. I raised my hand. I said, hell, you can call me. I'll help you. So, listen, you're going to play part. I want all of you to respond right here. And I think that's going to be my headline. Since the NASCAR is looking for a firm to help them professionally engage, create a plan on how to reconnect with all the people they pissed off. Now, listen, I can go back through all this, and I'm not going to go back through it all. I will skip like a rock. When we throw a little rock, it skip across the pond. I'll skip. I know that NASCAR pissed you all off right away when they started going, oh, here you are at Texas Motor Speedway. You cannot buy a ticket to the Cup race. You have to buy a ticket to all three races. That was the first one I heard from all you dirt fans. You're like, I just want to go to the Cup race. And NASCAR and their friends started going, no, you can't just buy a ticket to the Cup race. You got to buy a ticket to the truck race on Friday, the Xfinity race on Saturday, and then, of course, the Cup race on Saturday. That was the first, years ago, that was the first piss you off thing I heard. I'm like, yeah, not everybody can afford all three. Of course, those were the glory days. That was like Studio 54. That's when, it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and people were fucking rolling, And so, and then here lately, it became, if you follow the bouncing ball, then when we lost Earnhardt, then they created the safer car. And then that was the one with the wing on the back. And then all the drivers started bashing the car. Well, the drivers did a bad job there. They should have. That was the driver's fault. They should have never bashed their own product. They were still racing, but that got you fans on board. The drivers going. Remember Kyle Busch? He won Bristol. And he goes, "This car sucks," and then that gave you fans a reason to go, "Yeah, this car sucks." And then it was a all-out brawl. And then little by little, NASCAR started getting away from their roots. Of course, they left Rockingham, they left Wilkesboro, and they just started changing their ways. And now it's been listen to this. It's been well over 20-something years now. We've been to Fontana Speedway and back, and they've shut that track down, literally bulldozed it down. They've been they shut Wilkesboro down, and we're back to Wilkesboro. That gives you an idea how long this has been going on. The talking and the drama has been going on for almost 25 years now. They built Fontana, shut it down, and literally bulldozed it down. That's how long this talking's been going. That's how long the glory days have been gone. So respond right here. Tell NASCAR how you want them to get back into your good graces. Say, "Hey, NASCAR, here's the way you can start." What is it? I'm going to tell you something silly and stupid. I'm going to let you all do it. I'm going to get you, listen, this is going to be on X and this is going to be on Facebook. Just tag NASCAR, @NASCAR, and you just tell them what you want them to do. Do you want, will you love NASCAR if all you do is bring back the full year points? I don't think so. I think that was just something for you all to get on a bandwagon. So, in other words, if you tag NASCAR right now, go, "NASCAR, I will love you again if you just go to the full year point system." I don't think that's all that's going to make you happy. That's not it. It's going to be, you want the car changed. You want them to go back to Rockingham. So write a list. Write a laundry list. What is your laundry list? What all do you want NASCAR to change? Because they're seeking out a marketing firm. They're seeking out a marketing firm how to get back into the blue collar. How can you love them? NASCAR wants you to love them again. How are you going to do that? What changes do you want? Okay. Hey, I want to say this. It's a start. At least NASCAR's thinking about you. Finally. Do you feel loved now? One more drink of coffee, then we're going to change subject. We about out of coffee. Okay, today is August 1st, August 2nd, whatever the hell it is. Dave Moody from SiriusXM. So this is the anniversary of Kenny Wallace's last NASCAR race. So on X, there's people doing tributes to me. I know a lot of you over here on Facebook, you don't know how to get on X because you're f***ing old. I love you old people. You're like, I don't know how to do that. And it's funny because if I was to imitate, you're like, "Get it away from me. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what that X is. Get it away from me." You guys are funny because I've been around some of you to do that stuff. Okay, so let me tell you the moment that I decided to quit NASCAR. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina at my Concord, North Carolina home. And I literally was in the shower. And I was shampooing what hair I have left. Nice little view of my hair. Hairs, plural. So I was shampooing what hair I have left, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, I have money. Kim and I, we saved our money. But all I do is search for sponsorship 24/7. And the search for sponsorship wore me down. And did you know that's the same story Don, the Snake Perdome, has? I said, we had him on Kenny Conversation. I said, "Snake, what made you quit NHRA drag racing?" He says, "Oh man, sponsorship." I said, "Me too, Snake." Snake said, he asked his wife, "Honey, we okay?" She goes, "Oh yeah, honey, we're okay financially." He goes, "F it, pull the plug, we're done." And that's what I did. I realized I had forgot that Kim and I have money. We're plenty good. But what I was doing, I was living my life in NASCAR through sponsorship. I felt like if I did not have a sponsorship to give the team the money, I was actually the one, supporting the teams. I was the one making the payroll because I would get the money and then I'd give it to the team. And I grew exhausted. So when I got done shampooing my hair, I came out and I said, Brandy, get all the family gathered up. I got something to say. Brandy goes, Dad, are we in trouble? I said, no. So anyway, everybody gathered up and I looked at them all and I said, I'm done with NASCAR. My wife said, hold on now. Brandy said, that's awesome, Dad. Because they saw at the end how much it tore me down. And that, my friends, you'll know when you're done with anything. It'll hit you like a ton of bricks. You'll become resolute. The word resolute means resolute. I've got a resolution. It means I'm sure. I'm positive. And I've never looked back. And I've never been happier. Because I got so tired of trying to find money to support that damn race car and that team and all the payroll and the families. I'm living my best life now. All right, everybody, that's it. Respond right here. What do you want NASCAR to do? What do you want them to do for you blue-collar people? Because that's what it says. It says NASCAR is looking for a firm to help them engage and get the blue-collar fan back. Man, that's embarrassing to say that. You should have never lost the blue-collar fan, NASCAR. The what's wrong with you? First of all, say you're sorry. NASCAR, I'm going to tag you guys in this. Say you're sorry. Apologize to all the people you outpriced. All right. I love everybody. Straight talk here, everybody. We don't dick around. All right. Have a great Friday.